In a small, isolated village nestled deep in a forest, there was a legend about a house on the edge of town. No one had entered the house in decades, it was said to be cursed. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the whispering house, where eerie voices were heard through the cracks in the walls, and shadows moved of their own accord. One cold winter's night, a skeptic named Anna arrived in the village. She was a journalist, eager to debunk the myth and prove there was nothing supernatural about the house. Armed with a flashlight and a camera, she ventured into the whispering house, determined to uncover the truth. As Anna walked through the dimly lit rooms, she noticed that the temperature dropped significantly. Her breath became visible, and the air felt heavy. The walls were lined with old, faded portraits whose eyes seemed to follow her. Strange whispers began to fill the silence, growing louder as she moved deeper into the house. At first, she thought it was just the wind, but the voices grew clearer, murmuring her name. In the basement, she found an old, dusty journal. The pages were filled with frantic, almost illegible scrawls about a family that had disappeared. The last entry, written in a trembling hand, read, "They are here. They are always here." Suddenly, the whispers grew into cries and screams. Shadows began to coalesce into shapes, reaching out with ghostly hands. Anna's flashlight flickered and went out, plunging her into darkness. She could feel cold, clammy fingers brushing against her skin. Panicked, she stumbled up the stairs, but the house seemed to distort, leading her in circles. The walls began to close in, and the cries of the lost souls grew deafening. Anna's heart raced as she desperately searched for an exit. When she finally burst through the front door, the village was eerily quiet. The streets were empty, and the houses were dark. She turned to look back at the whispering house, but it was no longer there. In its place was a dense, impenetrable forest. Anna's car was gone, and the villagers seemed to have vanished without a trace. The only thing left was the whispering wind, carrying a chilling message, "Welcome to the family." The village was never seen again, and the whispering house became a legend for those who dared to listen to its eerie whispers. Anna's fate was unknown, but the villagers' tales warned that the house had claimed another soul, forever lost to its haunted embrace.